what that lovely family? Oh, so many from 9th Street. Oh no, he was giant, beautiful. We had a guy in the neighborhood down Wally Hatoun. Remember Wally? Big giant Wally. He went up to he made stained glass in New Paltz or something, but he always reminded me of Mr. Mollet. Yes.
One of the other people is Bob Holton.
Oh yes.
Who was a bus driver for many years in this town. In our first reunion, he was very excited to have all of us get together, where he designed a T-shirt.
Who were you just talking about?
John Mollet.
Johnny Mollet, okay.
Played with those guys, the football guys, Najars, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah.
I couldn't
In
think.
the back, he had Hill written somewhere, Parkside written somewhere else.
Parkside Boogie Band.
Lafayette Monument? Yeah. And he spent a lot of time putting this shirt together. It came down to here, I think. He's a big guy. I don't know where he found that shirt. He was like, the shirt was like down to here. I don't know. But if anybody wants to share any experience.
I remember Robert very briefly, but I love getting to know you guys. I love talking to him on Facebook, and I was heartbroken.
Music.
Oh my God, we all
did.
did.
Music too.
It's a nice rock and roll group.
Yes.
And I've been made an honorary member, so I have to do his memory proud now.
Sneak my chair in here.
And you would say,
That's not going to big. How are you?
Good to see you.
One other little
No, I want you to sit. No, I just wanted to get the chair out of
And
it.
I want to thank Jackie. Where'd she go? Jackie.
Jackie, the instigator,
Yeah.
and Maureen.
Well, it was between the two of us that sort of started putting all this together. I don't know if everybody knows the story. I was looking, Francis and I, we were in Long Island, we were coming back. I said, let's go by the neighborhood. I said, Dennis used to live around on this block. Let's go. So we're looking. I remember where he lived. I knocked on the door. They said, no, Dennis doesn't live here anymore, but his sister lives across the street, and so does Johnny. So I went over, knocked on the door, nobody was home. I left a note. Hi, my name's Tony, I live in DC, I'm an old friend of Dennis. Can you please pass him my number? That's with the sister. She then gave it to Mary, Johnny's wife,
Yes.
who communicated with Dennis and contacted me like a week and a half later.
Yes.
He says, oh, Larry's on Facebook. Who's Larry?
Larry! Basta! Basta Bazula!
He is. I never knew his name. I didn't know who Larry was. Who's Buster?
Fucking Larry.
Red was red. Tiny was tiny.
Tiny was tiny, yeah.
I didn't know their names.
Yeah.
But those, it's only hey, my name
Popcorn, what a fucking guy. I love Popcorn. I don't know why he liked me. Popcorn liked me, used to give me the, Mo, I got something for you. And he never gave anything to anybody either. I love Popcorn. He had the best weed, that man. I love that guy.
My charisma card in my wallet.
Oh.
Good, I got my charisma card.
Ah, yes. Oh, God, Maureen, funny. And do you remember that little guy, short guy, what was his name? He had a yo-yo one night, and the cops came up, and they raided up here. 40 cops come up from behind here, and we were sitting over there. I had Mike Danaher, who was a football player from Villanova. We just finished his game in the summer league, and I forget his name. He had black hair. He was a real hippie guy. Drew D. I can't give his name. You know, the fucking cop is trying to pull the yo-yo off his finger, and we're all saying, "It just gets tighter. It just gets tighter." So fucking Mike Danaher, who was 6'6", 285 pounds, walks over and picked the fucking cop up.
Here you go.
It gets tighter, you dumb fuck. We all ended up in the precinct down here. I wish I could remember this kid's name.
You remember?
Yeah,
Now they get back to something we can't remember.
yeah. Sorry.
So,
You know what I'm talking
Jackie,
about? Do you
because I
remember?
think Jackie saw my picture in someone's.
Oh, God love you. Can I have one?
Facebook page.
What was that guy's name with the had short black hair? He was always here. He has head down. Great guy.
Jackie.
Oh,
Jackie.
yeah. And you don't have to remember it now, but you will.
Was it Dennis or Danny? I think it was.
But he had an odd little name where you gave him.
You know, I think she works for the FBI.
Yeah.
You know,
Sorry.
She can find.
Sorry.
There you go.
She had no choice.
There's a reason. And we found a lot of people we hung out with, you know, all over the place. We got Pepe in California. We got Nash down in New Orleans. We got Dennis in New Mexico.
God bless
Jackie in
Dennis.
Florida. People who just left the state. I mean, we're all over the place. So it's really good that, you know, that you're willing to come down. We came up to DC. Even coming in from the city. You know, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Staten Island.
Long Island, Sophie. Beautiful. You come from Manhattan, Larry?
The
Oh.
first reunion we did, we got complicated. We were very ambitious.
It was
We brought in
wonderful,
a
though.
proclamation
It was
from the
wonderful.
city. We had a dance with food catered food.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. Yeah, we got the
Food, none of us need food anymore.
So, you know, we did a lot.
Today the bench is populated by someone with every piece of article of anything
Whatever.
that they
And
I see her every morning.
who's that? Oh.
Do you know her name?
Oh,
Some nice stuff.
Lovely lady, yeah, an African lady that just sells everything under the sun.
That's her.
No idea. I
Yeah.
have no idea. I would just,
What is
went
it,
to go
Flea
over
Market?
and
She's
look
still
for
around?
the plaques, and then I said, oh well,
Wow.
the space is